I know I should do this, but I feel like doing that. Sound familiar? I'm Todd Goodwin, and that is very often the internal debate that we all experience at some point or another in our life. In fact, most people have this inner conflict between two parts of us, and that conflict itself causes stress. It can be about eating habits. I know I should lose weight, but I really hate exercising. Or I know I should eat healthier, but that cheesecake looks really delicious. It could be about smoking. I have all these reasons to quit smoking, but it's stressful every time I try. It could be in a relationship. I know I can do better, but I'm afraid of being alone. It could be if you have a fear, a phobia. For instance, getting on an airplane. On one hand, I know it's safer than driving, but on the other hand, what if I crash? So in all these cases, we have this inner conflict or internal debate between our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. And what's going on is that our rational part, the conscious mind, is fighting with the emotional, irrational part, our subconscious. Now, we've seen this in cartoons demonstrated by an angel on one shoulder and a devil on the other. And the angel is whispering all those things you should do and the things that would be good and all of your long-term goals in one ear. But then the devil on the other side says, come on, you work really hard, you deserve a break, have a few drinks, or, oh, it's just one cigarette, and besides, it's legal. Or maybe it will say, oh, you put too much pressure on yourself. Go sit and watch TV for a few hours. You'll get the work done later. Now, in all these cases, we have this inner conflict, and we may or may not even be consciously aware it's happening. This is part of the human condition. No one is exempt from it. But for some people, internal debates or conflicts can be really challenging, and in some cases, if it becomes an emotional compulsion or an addiction, it can be really destructive. Now, this is the structure of the internal debate, where a part of you wants to do one thing, a part of you wants to do the other, and the key to dealing with this effectively is by communicating with the subconscious so that it will actually change. Dealing with things just from a logical perspective doesn't really work because our conscious mind is fairly weak, and its primary motivator is willpower. Now, if you've ever tried to lose weight or to break a habit, or even to overcome procrastination just by forcing yourself, you know that it's very difficult, and if you are successful, those results are usually short-lived. That's because the subconscious is vastly more powerful, and so to resolve this, we need to communicate with the subconscious in a way that it will understand. That's where hypnosis comes in. It's a relaxed state of concentration where the subconscious can shift the perception, the belief, the habitual pattern that had locked us into that emotional or physical habit, that behavior. And once that has been resolved and the subconscious has shifted, it's no longer in a state of conflict. It's like a mental handshake where the subconscious and the conscious agree to work together as a team on your behalf. After all, they're both important parts of you, but they just have a different way of looking at things. In many cases, the conscious mind is concerned about your long-term well-being, while the subconscious is primarily focused on instant gratification or the next few minutes. The conscious mind is what we would like to believe we can use all the time. The problem is the subconscious runs most of what we do. 95% or more of our gestures, our imagination, our beliefs, our responses and reactions are all subconscious. So to unlearn that inner conflict, to create peace of mind, to become congruent so that you can actually achieve the goals you set for yourself, it's important to create harmony in your mind, and hypnosis is one way to do it. So that's my explanation of the internal conflict or inner debate that we often have. Reflect on it and ask yourself, where in your life are you debating yourself? And what is that debate costing you in terms of stress and missed opportunity and any other symptomatic unhealthy behaviors you're using to distract from it? I'm Todd Goodwin, and have a great day.